Calxiyn here. If you guys enjoy this video, you guys should become patrons over on Patreon. Just checking your reflexes, Hunter. Here.
Well, as you know, reflex is my semblance.
Well, of course.
Watch me.
Hunter dropped his phone 3 times at the end of the last video, if you guys saw that.
Cal,
it was about
an
RWBY's
unfulfilling
development.
life is a very sad person.
Anyways. So, today we're going to be talking about...
I woke up today and I looked in the mirror and you know who I didn't see?
Who?
I didn't see your face staring back at me through the mirror, and that's how I knew I won.
Okay. Speaking of mirrored eyes, we're going to be talking about the Silver-Eyed Warriors.
Oh, took it back from a dark place and back on the road. That's why they pay you the big money, Cal, which is of course a lie. I pay you a lot, my understanding.
Anyway, can we talk now?
Yes, we can.
So, we're going to talk about how the Silver-Eyed Warriors worked today. So, basically, what...
I feel like she didn't tell us a lot. I feel like she told us the periphery information.
So, here's my question.
Yes.
If the power is from the God of Light,
yes,
why did Ozpin's 2 children in the IT Ozpin flashback have silver eyes? Because that's what, before we explain things...
humans back then, and they all had magic, so maybe...
So maybe silver eyes were after? Is that what we're thinking? Because here's what I would like to do to connect this before we get into how they actually work. As bringing back Ozpin... The God of Light decided that his offspring would be Silver-Eyed Warriors. So the God of Light still gave everyone the power, but Ozpin was the sperm vessel to put it into everyone and create bloodlines. Does that make sense?
I mean, I guess
that's how I would connect things, because unless IT Ozpin both, randomly had Silver-Eyed Warrior children, that doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? And I know Ozpin goes into the mind of somebody similar to him, so maybe the dad was like, oh, you know, I want to protect my children, and they're Silver-Eyed Warriors, and they're going to be hunted down by Salem, and so Ozpin was like, and just, went into his brain.
When do you think Salem realized they existed, Silver-Eyed Warriors?
I don't know.
Because it was confirmed that Salem is hunting Silver-Eyed Warriors.
But this is the only sort of, I don't want to say it's a plot hole because I feel like it'll be filled, but that's the only thing left sort of unconnected right now is, okay, if they came from the God of Light, it was probably after the world was ended and started over again. Does that make sense? Because everybody just had magic before.
It was probably just gift. What if that was another gift that...
Yeah, and that just went unexplained. And doing it through Ozpin would just kind of make sense because obviously he's back on the Earth and he's gonna fuck people, right? And neither of
Listen, we knew the guy was gonna get laid, war schmore,
IT Ozpin and his wife don't have silver eyes. We know Summer had silver eyes, so you think there would be that sort of genetic
you're telling me
stuff.
Ruby's related to the fucking...
Maria, somehow.
Well,
She's somehow related to
I didn't
Maria,
even think of Maria, but I just... First off, where the fuck did there's a significant, pigmentation separation?
Distant ancestor, Hunter! It's
and the ancestor,
It's like
must have been a while back.
Every woman on Earth right now came from the one female
Every human on Earth
ancestor.
came from Lucy, who slept with 7 men.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was just women. Because it's the maternal gene that you can trace back, not the paternal.
Well, they know how far... Well, they figured out
the maternal haploid
Well,
group
because they believe
it.
First off, I have no idea how you still fucking remember that, but I've been told...
Because I took my DNA test, and that's what it said.
Okay. That Lucy slept with 7 men, and that we can kind of trace, which, thank God, because if she... First off, these were very, very hairy, Cro-Magnon... Homo erectus, which maybe a Homo erectus is kind of what you want in that situation. Oh,
God.
But, yeah, so I don't know if... I think you want, after the days of personal grooming and, dental work, to get dick down 7 times. But had she not gotten dick down... Probably somewhat unpleasantly.
So that's the only thing I'm confused about is the link between Ozpin's silver-eyed children and the God of Light. But let's just say this, okay?
Or maybe
let's imagine the God of Light was like, I'll give one last gift to humanity.
It was confirmed that the kids, because I know it's gonna be the same shit where I was with the wizard, where I'm well, they didn't say he was Ozpin yet. They totally showed them, but has it been confirmed that those fucking kids have silver eyes?
No, but they have the same little indents as RWBY has. RWBY has those 2 lines. Remember we talked about that before? That RWBY has these 2 things in her eyes that no other character has, and we did a whole video on that, right? It was like new evidence. Those kids have them, so they're basically, if the logic follows, they should be Silver-Eyed Warriors. So that's the only thing I'm confused about. In terms of everything else, Maria basically said it must be given from the God of Light because the God of Light had silver eyes. Right? He did the same thing to the Grimm. It could have been possible that people had magic from the Dark God, and then some people had the silver-eyed powers, like, to combat the Grimm. But that doesn't make any sense, because then you could just use magic to destroy the Grimm. Like, I don't know. But, whatever. The God of Light gave it to people somehow. I like the idea of Austin having to fuck people to get more silver-eyed warriors. For the sake of humanity, I must fuck people.
I need to get dick down! Exactly. Or maybe do the dick downing.
Yeah. Exactly. I love how you just yelled that and it's like 11 o'clock at night. Anyway, so...
That is true. It is in fact 11.
So we know that.
Well, maybe I can affect people's dream. Maybe your grandpa's upstairs going like, ah, yes, I did the dick of the downing.
The Silver-Eyed Warriors...
Do you know you like saying... Say dick down, but in an Italian accent.
I can't.
I'm gonna spicy meatball.
I don't even know what an Italian accent is because I live with them, right? So I wouldn't even know how to do one. But yeah. So the Silver-Eyed Warriors are basically like their power is of creation or at least preservation, which opposes destruction. So Silver-Eyed Warriors are able to use the God of Light's power to destroy the Grimm. That is our understanding, and it's not about like friendship and like emotions and like happiness. It's RWBY's it's RWBY's desire to preserve life, and that's why it happened with Pyrrha. Right? And so here's my theory. The reason why the Silver-Eyed Warrior power didn't trigger when RWBY saw Penny is because Penny was already dead. And so there was no desire to preserve life because life was already lost, and that's why it wasn't an emotional response.
It needs to be around Grimm, and there was no Grimm with Penny.
Oh yeah, right. There's also that. But Cinder was in the arena, though, wasn't she?
Yeah, but she was out of the way.
I know she was far, but, like, we don't know the radius on the Silver-Eyed powers. But that's sort of my theory to why maybe even if, like, Cinder's presence was there, it didn't actually trigger, because with Penny, you couldn't preserve her life anymore.
They were basically looking at the same person. With Penny was...
Yeah, I know.
Also,
but who knows how far away it goes?
Also, when RWBY died, wasn't...
When Pyrrha died.
When Penny died, wasn't she, like, trying to get past Mercury?
Yeah, but then she sees Penny and she falls on her knees.
But didn't she see it on a TV?
No.
Okay.
She runs past Mercury, Mercury stalls her, she runs past him, and then she falls on her knees and she sees what happens.
She sees that from her, and then she's like, so she could have been, like, even behind
I mean, Cinder would have been far away, right? We don't know how big. The God of Light did a pretty big radius, though.
Yeah,
right?
But he was also the God of Race.
Okay, well, you know, I'm just saying. So I think maybe that's why. That's my crack theory, though.
Penny, I'm sorry. RWBY, I can't see in the dark. Can you just... Oh god, okay, yeah, thanks.
That's my crack theory, that's why. It's because Cinder was in the room, so it could have triggered.
RWBY would be a lot of fun in a rave.
Oh god.
It's like,
but
sometimes the RWBY can stand by the rocky shore, so the sailor don't...
That can't be right, because it triggered at Haven for some reason, and they're like, maybe there was something you didn't notice, RWBY, like, you know what I mean?
Where did it trigger?
In Haven.
When did it trigger in Haven?
When she saw, did she see Weiss get stabbed, or she thought John was gonna get hit, and she went, woo, and then she...
Did it happen?
She went unconscious. Remember, Emerald knocked her unconscious.
Okay, man.
We don't talk about Volume 5. Nobody remembers Volume 5.
I have bad recollection. Well, maybe was Cinder in the room?
Yeah, that's why. It's because Cinder was in the room. And a lot of people are arguing, well, I think Silver Eyes just oppose all magic, right? We're going to talk about that in a different video, but that's actually not true. Like, a lot of people are like, but the Maiden powers are susceptible to the Silver Eyes, right? And so... No, I don't think that's the case. And there's also evidence in terms of the subtitles that that's not what Salem meant when she said, it's because of the Maiden's power, right? That, you know, you're suffering and whatever. And say that RWBY did do the eye thing.
Life's shit. I just tend to blame the Maidens.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
If RWBY did the magic eye thing, and it affects people with the Maiden powers are just Ozpin's magic, right? Ozpin gave magic to Crow and Raven. And he has magic himself. So if RWBY did the Silver Eyes in that room at Haven, everybody would be fucking toasted, right? And so,
Every bird in the room would be fucked up. Yeah,
I know. We had chicken tonight, and my mom actually made it really good because I hate when my mom cooks chicken, and so that's what Crow would be. He would be a fried bird.
Okay, so he would be your mother's good chicken?
Yes, exactly. And so I like how Hunter's just like, okay, Cal, is that what we're going with?
Don't shit on your mom's cooking.
Well, that's because you cook so nice, Hunter. It's that, how could I ever go back to my mom's cooking when you've cooked for me? I'm just sucking up to Hunter because he's been here really late. Anyway,
sometimes I wonder if you actually like me or you just tolerate me because I've become somewhat integral to this operation. And honestly, I don't think I will ever know the truth. And that terrifies me.
Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, we're going to do another video on why the silver eyes hurt Cinder to sort of clarify that with people. But we will see you later. Bye!